Our post-election coverage, let's cut across to Shereen Bhan, who is in conversation with Tamil Nadu's Minister of Industries, TRB Rajaa. Shereen, over to you.
Well, the India opposition bloc registered a clean sweep in Tamil Nadu. The DMK Congress Left Alliance, which also includes some regional parties, won all 39 seats in the state. The DMK contested on 22 seats, leaving the rest for the allies. The Stalin-led party won all Lok Sabha seats in 2019 as well. The alliance as a whole had lost just one Lok Sabha seat. DMK chief MK Stalin was also part of the India Alliance meeting that took place yesterday. Joining me now to discuss the latest developments is TRB Rajaa, the Industries Minister from Tamil Nadu. Mr. Rajaa, always a pleasure. Many thanks for joining us here on CNBC-TV18, and congratulations to you and the India Alliance for that clean sweep as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned. What do you read into, this as far as this victory is concerned? Because this was a state where the Prime Minister spent a lot of his time, his focus, his attention on. What do you think went in your favor?
I think we kept it simple. Our leader, what went in our favor was our leader's excellent work and his dedication on the field, on his focus on real issues. We focused on jobs. We focused on getting the entire economy back on track. We had a very bad 10-year regime and COVID's effects. As soon as my leader, through MK Stalin, took over, he made sure that the economy was back on track. And he also sent out a very strong message to India as such, to the entire country. He said he will stand by those who are with social justice, those who are for equity, those who are for inclusive growth. And he stuck to his guns, even though the regime up top let loose the entire machinery that they had with them against the state. We had so many issues, but he stood like a rock. He said, no, I'm not going to budge. I'm going to stay for India, which is more secular, more, and he would stand always for the democratic values and for cooperative federalism.
You mentioned cooperative federalism, Mr. Rajaa. What do you think this verdict means now as far as cooperative federalism is concerned? The DMK and the India Alliance from Tamil Nadu will send 39 MPs to the Lok Sabha. In terms of perhaps evening out the balance that had shifted in your assessment and in the assessment of opposition leaders like yourselves in favor of the centre, do you believe that there is going to now be a rebalancing?
Absolutely, and I think I'm extremely glad that Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu also has been a very vociferous proponent of cooperative federalism, because as the Chief Minister himself and his extremely beautiful relationship with our leaders, my leader Kalanga Raugal and our present Chief Minister, my leader through MK Stalin will share a very beautiful relationship with through Chandrababu Naidu, and we know that he's going to make sure that there's going to be that cooperative federalism is key for this new regime.
Mr. Rajaa, you talked about, in your words, this beautiful friendship between Chandrababu Naidu and MK Stalin. In fact, MK Stalin and Chandrababu Naidu did meet yesterday in the capital as the NDA and the India Alliance meetings were underway. And there was a lot of speculation on whether overtures are being made to Mr. Naidu. Of course, now the NDA resolution has been passed and the TDP is firmly with the BJP and they will stake claim to form government. But, the Chandrababu Naidu is also the first CEO, Chief Minister, the original CEO, Chief Minister. As you start to now compete with another state for investments, how do you view the competitive landscape?
My leader is a very mature leader, and he's always been telling us that we compete. It has to be a very mature, friendly competition, and we compete for India as a state. So it is not for just one state. We compete. We've always competed and made sure that we've gotten the best investments in the best interest of the country. So we know that we'll be competing with several other states now, but we have our strengths on our own. There's no match for Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is the #1 state when it comes to investment promotion and making sure that the investments thrive in the country.
Well, speaking of investments, Mr. Rajaa, I know that you were also reaching out to Elon Musk and the team at Tesla to try and woo them to set up shop in the state of Tamil Nadu. Where do those talks stand? Has any progress been made on that front?
I can only tell you that any and all the big investments that are coming into India, their first stop has always been Tamil Nadu, and we'll make sure that all the big things, big investments come into Tamil Nadu if the incentive package is sensible, because we are very, very careful about how we spend the money, the people's money, on incentives, and make sure that if any of these investments are coming, they've got to give us big jobs and high-end jobs. That's what Tamil Nadu wants.
Mr. Rajaa, you spoke about that relationship that your leader enjoys with Chandrababu Naidu. So let me ask you a larger question about the concern that southern states have with respect to delimitation and that exercise and the implications come 2026. Is this going to be an area, an issue that you believe that the DMK and the TDP will take up together?
Yes, absolutely. Because all the southern states have been very good at population control, and we worked on what the union said decades back, and we've done a very, very good job. Now, that doing a good job should not be punished, right? Somebody doing a good job should not be punished, and I think the entire spectrum of leaders, sensible leaders all over India, agree with that point. And our genuine request will be heeded too, and I think we'll make good ground on that now.
Okay. Would you be concerned, though, while it still has been a clean sweep for the India Alliance in Tamil Nadu, would you be concerned with the fact that you've got the BJP and the NDA's vote share going up to almost about 12%, and the AIA-DMK is actually lost in many of those crucial constituencies, 12 constituencies, the AIA-DMK finding itself in the number 3 position versus the NDA at number 2. So, next assembly election, how concerned are you that it's going to be a battle between you and the BJP-led NDA?
The answer is just there in your observation itself. The BJP has not gained. That is it. That's the bottom line. They have not gained. What has happened is a result of the tacit understanding that the BJP had with the ADMK. The votes that they've gotten has come from the ADMK, and their leadership and their local leadership has tied up with they had an understanding with the BJP. And this is exactly what the DMK has been saying from day one, that these guys have really not parted ways. So they are together. They did fight it as one. Some of the hardcore real ADMK party men said, no, we're not going to vote for BJP. And that's why they stuck to the 17%, or else they would have gone even below that. Whatever the BJP has gained has been the loss of ADMK. So that's going to be corrected, hopefully, within the house of ADMK. I think a lot of noise has already started within the ADMK now, and the earlier ADMK, if you want to call them, right. Those who left or those who were thrown out have been called back now. So that they're correcting they're trying to get their house in order. But BJP has not gained in Tamil Nadu. They've only gotten help from ADMK, and that's a temporary issue. BJP will never, ever increase their vote share in Tamil Nadu.
Is there clarity now? And there was, of course, that first meeting of the India bloc post the elections that took place last evening. Is there clarity on the issues that you intend to take up, the issues that you intend to raise in Parliament? For instance, we're already seeing many parties raise the issue of Agniveer, seeking a review as far as the Agniveer scheme is concerned. This is something that Rahul Gandhi was vociferously backing as well. But outside of that, other specific issues that the bloc intends to raise?
There are loads of issues, including CAA and other issues. GST has to be relooked into. And as I said, as a federal country, the interest of states, each and every state must take center stage. And Parliament must be a place where we talk about states and not just Delhi, right? Not just Delhi and its interests. Parliament must be a space where we talk about how we distribute the wealth of India in a very sensible way, and not just throw money away when hardworking southern states or any other state for that matter, when the money of people of India, all the states of India, is put into one pool, at Delhi, and if it's given off to certain, if it's some vested interest, then India loses on its own, as a country loses. So this is what the states have been saying, and we want our equal share. Our share. This has been a huge political. We've been watching it out throughout our campaign here in Tamil Nadu, and I think that needs to be corrected first. Whatever, we're happy to give money. We're happy to give our share to the nation building, but we just hope nation building happens all over India and not just in states where the central government or the union government, whichever party is in power in the union, it should not be biased towards states where they are in power.
Right. Mr. Rajaa, very quickly, we're running out of time, but on the GST, you said that you intend to raise the GST as a cause for concern as well. What specifically would you now like to be reviewed? The rate structure, the 5-slab structure has been something that one would imagine would be taken up with the new dispensation being in office. The Congress has suggested 3 rates. What is it that you would raise as a concern? What is it that you would like to see being changed with the GST?
Yeah, my Chief Minister, MK Stalin, has already advised our Finance Minister to Gangam Tanur Sarval, and he's been very vociferous at the GST Council. You do know that Tamil Nadu has always spoken excellently at the GST Council and set standards for India. We have our own issues, we have our own thought processes when it comes to what GST stats have to be, and definitely reducing them is definitely on the cards, and that's a must for India's overall growth, especially for the MSME sector. There's loads of requests from the MSME sector here that I know of personally. I've been campaigning in Coimbatore, which is a huge MSME base, industrial base, and all those requests I've given it to my minister, my Chief Minister, and I'm sure all of this is going to come up. And GST is going to be one of the most important matter that's going to be discussed in Parliament. We're going to get our way on that.
GST will be one of the most important issues that the India bloc intends to take up. A rationalization of rates is certainly something that has been on the table, hasn't been taken up so far, but TRB Rajaa there, the Industry Minister of Tamil Nadu, saying that it will be pushed by the India Alliance when Parliament reconvenes. Mr. Rajaa, always a pleasure. Appreciate you joining us today to decode the electoral result, what it means not just for the state of Tamil Nadu, but also for the Lok Sabha when we see the new Parliament taking shape. Thanks very much for joining us here today. Well, that's the latest newsmaker here on the Election Exchange. There's plenty more coming up. Hormuz, back to you.